Hello everybody, my name is Anthony and welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 Kaiserreich as Canada. Let us continue on from where we last left off. So, we just passed Bill C7, so that basically means the country's a little bit more unified than it was earlier. I did install the Kaiserreich music map pack, or it's not a map pack, the music mod for Kaiserreich, which is kind of playing on in the background. So, right now, on Red Port Strikes, yeah, that's fine, I'll just ignore this. It's like, that war's over. We don't need to worry about that. So Afghanistan last time did join the Entente, mostly because it was puppeted by India. So that's good. What else is happening in the world? Is there any other wars going on at the moment? Oh yeah, the thing with Mongolia and China try and annex... Well, German China try and annex all the legislation cities, which I think they probably shouldn't do. And I kind of wish there was something we could do to stop them, but I'm pretty sure there's not. So right now we're doing the Constitution Act. I think this will fire an event. Political power plus 150, more unity. Oh no, this will actually allow us to remove that bad modifier which we have right now. Which actually we don't have right now, so I'm not too sure. But that's fine. We are training up some more troops. We don't have a lot of resources right now, because we don't have a lot of factories and we're actually able to import stuff. So, we got some issues there. Construction. Like right now we have 5 civilian factories, and that's still not even importing all of just like the steel we need. Like we still need more steel. Like we don't have a lot of resources up here in Canada apparently. Yeah, okay. I know I don't have enough resources. That's fine. You don't need to tell me. So they're doing construction effort. Like the United States, I'm still shocked that they don't have any kind of unique tree to themselves. So we can actually deploy these troops now. We're probably not going to. I don't see a good reason to deploy them quite yet. We're actually going to add like 5 more guys and have these guys actually deploy in like Northern Ontario, I think. Because as far as I know, what's going to happen when the United States has their civil war, there's going to be basically the South is going to turn fascist. The North here, like from Chicago to New York, is going to turn communist. And I think there's a good chance they're going to declare war on us. So we need to have troops basically along this border here. New England is not going to join the communist side, so we don't really need to worry too much about them. Even though most of our troops are stationed there, that's actually not where we should be worrying. So, knowing that, we should probably deploy these troops in other... Is this a land province? I don't think so. So yeah, you deploy there. You can also deploy here. Because I think that probably makes more sense than the way I have it set up at the moment. Don't hit my things. The Federation asked for our assistance. Who the hell is the Federation? Oh, the Caribbean Federation has asked for assistance. Great deposits of rare materials have been discovered in Jamaica, but the Federation will need additional funding to exploit them. Okay. So what in Jamaica right now? Absolutely nothing. That is resources, right? Yeah, there's just nothing going on in Jamaica. Provide the funding. All equipment by 10%. Well, we don't have equipment. So I don't really know. Okay, we just basically... I guess I kind of actually... Because there's no money in the game, actually. That's kind of a smart way of doing it. But what does Jamaica actually have on it now? Anything? Maybe? Maybe it'll be able to show up at some point. I'm not too sure. Who's even in charge of the Caribbean Federation right now? Sir Jordan J. Letham. He doesn't have a picture at the moment. Kind of sucks, but that's fine. Production. The Constitution Act, fantastic. So I'm assuming we're probably going to get an event. Maybe. Okay, so let's get a national focus. Found the CBC. Okay, oh, that's just a free research slot, which is nice. Reorganize the army could be beneficial. Secure the North Atlantic. We can just annex Iceland and Greenland. Attack Germany. We can't do any of these quite yet until they're at war with each other. But actually, we should go with the Treaty for Ireland, because we get the Treaty for Ireland, that'll mean that Ireland will join our faction. I'm pretty sure Britain and stuff has their own things within here somewhere to get Ireland to join them. So, we definitely want to have them first. So let's see, modify the government. What can we do? I know some of this other stuff, like the party popularity. Yeah, we can't change that at all. So, and actually it kind of makes sense we have very low party popularity when most people don't support our party. Okay, so we have no decisions. Stability, civilian economy. I would like to go to early mobilization. Yeah, that kind of makes... that's a thing I think we probably do want to do. God, there's so many things here. Economy, mister. Most of them don't even have any descriptions, though, so I don't know what the hell any of them do. How about we just go to early mobilization? I think that's a good thing to spend our points on. So let's do that. But what does actually secure the North Atlantic do? Like, just this. Does it do anything? Okay, we get coastal forts. And we get naval exercises in the Atlantic. So, nothing really too special. I mean, the coastal forts are fine, but I'm not really expecting to be invaded by, I'm assuming, we're probably Britain, I imagine. We're probably not going to go with war with Germany. But I don't imagine Britain or France is actually going to be able to successfully invade us. Hopefully. If they do, then we got, you know, big issues. You can train up to most 104,000 people at a time. That's fine. We just don't have enough supplies or anything. And, like, we can't ask for supplies. I think in a new DLC that's coming out, you'll be able to ask for supplies. But until then, we're kind of just stuck here. Making 43 rifles a day. That'll be boosted up more. Well, the Soviet Union has declared war on Russia, so we'll go take a look at that in a second. So, support equipment. Yeah, there's not much we can do. I would like to put as many things into there as possible, though. So let's go take a look. So we got the Soviet Union over here. It looks a little bit one-sided to me. Led by Nikolai Bukharin. So, okay, so you're in charge here. You have probably about 35 brigades against Russia's probably like 120. So, it seems a little bit one-sided there. But we'll see how that goes. Good luck, Soviet Russia. Actually, you know what? I kind of wish you fail, because you're going to power the... You're probably going to join the Third Internationale if you survive, and that sounds bad to me. So I prefer that they just fail at a whole revolution. So, halfway down on this. Civil war in Russia. Send the volunteers. The crisis in Russia has reached a frightening level of intensity. Once more, the red and white forces are at war. We've seen the horrors of Bolshevikism once before, and though our own workers may not like it, it's probably in our best interest to help the legitimate Russian government. Nope. Pause the game. Send the volunteers. Manpower binds 2,000. Well, we have a lot of manpower. Send 2,000. Well, I can't afford the... We're already like 9,000 rifles in debt. I can't afford to send rifles. Yeah, we kind of can't. We can't afford to spare anything. We'll kind of ignore that for now. Well, only spared. Like, this is basically the same. It's not the manpower. We have 432,000 of it. It's the weapons. It's on the volunteers. Screw it. Unless if we sent them the level 1 rifles, but I kind of doubt that. Disturbances in the USA. Prime Minister and King. Prime Minister and King? Prime Minister Mackenzie King? I don't know. Prime Minister and King have anxiously observed the political developments concerning our American neighbors, and it's clear to him that a crisis is coming to a head. The recent political infighting concerning Bill C-7 has spent much of the government's political capital, and preparations for a showdown with the Union of Britain claim much of Canada's resources. But King feels something must be done. Okay, that has to be Mackenzie King, right? If a syndicalist wins the upcoming federal election, it will be a terrible threat to our national security, but the American First Movement is also highly unpredictable. The crisis is deepening. What should we do? Okay, so we can either send a note to President Hoover, or send a private letter to MacArthur, who is Douglas MacArthur. I think he's a World War II general, if I'm remembering correctly. Basically, when the United States has their civil war, I'm pretty sure MacArthur has a good chance of like being basically a dictator of the United States. So we'll send a nice letter to the actual president. You know, not try to go with the Douglas MacArthur dictatorship, basically. I think it's a military junta. So we'll kind of do that. Still not making any tanks. Why is this even listed here? Screw it. Like, there's no... We're making 4 a year. Yeah, let's just cancel that. I know we're missing stuff, but that doesn't matter right now. So did we not lose rifles? I guess not. So I guess we just sent 2,000 volunteers. Naval exercises in the Atlantic. Okay. Strengthen our shore strength. Naval experience plus 100. With international situation deteriorating, it is imperative that we demonstrate our strength and exercise the right of free passage in the Atlantic. To this end, the Admiralty has scheduled an extensive array of fleet maneuvers and war games in the North Atlantic. How shall we proceed? Show our strength, conduct a large exercise off the coast of Britain and Ireland. That'll make Britain hate us, unsurprisingly. Show our strength, conduct a large exercise in the North Sea. That'll make Germany not like us. We kind of want Germany to like us. Show our strength, conduct a large exercise off the American coast. For some reason, Austria doesn't like that. We do not need rival sabers. Conduct normal exercise in Canadian territorial waters. No. Yeah, we'll show off our strength to the British. I mean, we're not building any warships right now. Oh no, I guess we are. We're making the Elizabeth class. Can we make them better? We could create a variant. It'd be very expensive though. And if anything, can we upgrade those? Like, let's say construction 1 finishes. Can we go past the Elizabeth? Like, the Elizabeth class is 1922. We can get a 1936 the King George V class. So I think that's what we're going to do. When we spend these points, we'll keep building the Elizabeth class. I don't know if we built a single one yet, and I don't even know where they're deploying, if anywhere. You guys are just one big fleet, right? Okay, no, combine into one big fleet. We should have 3 fleets right now. Nope, you're a division. Where's it? Okay, so where is this ship? Okay, no, you're here. These 2 fleets can just combine into one big fleet. We have a 27. Oh yeah, the one in Northern India. Okay, obviously. I don't know what the song is saying. Okay, so, well, I don't know. With demanding Iceland and Greenland, Denmark might say no because there's not a war going on. I'm not too sure. So let's get the alliance with Ireland. It's also going to take like 14 days, so like, why would we not? Oh no, this isn't English. I thought it was in German. I think the music mod actually has different songs depending on who you're playing. I think if you're playing as like France, you have like different music. If you're Germany, you have different music. I'm not too sure. That'd be cool. Is it English? I mean, it is English. It's just a little bit hard to understand. How much longer is this factory going to take? Like, the 12th of October? It takes so long to build these stupid factories. There's only 22 of them as well. But on the bright side, you know, we're probably going to get some more factories there very soon. Where does New England spawn? Because New England is also going to become independent. I think they're just this territory here. Obviously, this is going to become an independent country as well. And we're just going to annex it basically outright. There's a lot of people there as well. So that's nice. America, can you just have your civil war? 28 days. Yeah, they're not in a faction. So Ireland, totally join our faction. I mean, they don't like us right now. We've guaranteed their independence. We have military access and a non-aggression pact with them. Now they love us. They are still a... Oh, fantastic. World tension increased by 1. It's not a big deal. But they love us. They are a kingdom right now. Federal cities. Oh, okay. They signed a white peace. Okay, so what happens here? By white peace, they mean they actually just full out annex them. Okay, I'm assuming it probably ended by event, which kind of makes sense. So, yeah, alliance for aid. They actually don't hate us that much. Like, you know, you'd think they would hate us a lot more than they actually do. Construction 1 is done. I mean, I think we're actually going to go with construction 2 first, and then after that, go with maybe getting a better warship. Because I think for right now, we're fine. I just don't know how long it's going to take for a war to break out. It could take a few years. It could take like half a year. I'm not too sure. Like, Britain doesn't have claims here. Is there something in their tech tree that'll let them attack islands? Maybe. Like, that seems something that might be likely. Fraction of the economy. Yeah, that's fine. You got Europe, you go do your own thing. I'll worry about you in the future. This is going up really slowly, isn't it? 1.7 a week? Yeah, it's not great. I would have liked a little bit more. So these are tanks. We don't even have tanks, right? They're mostly motorized vehicles, but we have 60 tanks per division. But we don't have tank. They have no light tank. You know, I would have thought we would have built at least like one tank. But apparently not. We're only making 6 trucks a week as well. Like, it's a pretty slow process right now. We have a lot of military factories. So, organize the army. The defense schemes. We're probably going to want to do that soon as well. Reclaim the Oregon Territory. Threaten the Pacific States. We're fine with that for now. Strengthen Navy, Air Force. We probably should be going with the more civilian factories. Actually, that would make a lot of sense. But I kind of like doing the more unique things first. You know, getting Ireland on our side. Maybe annexing these 2 places. Oh, Siberia's here. You're really, really big, aren't you? You're a puppet of Japan. Really? You're a puppet of Japan and you're in a faction with them? Is Japan... So, a puppet... Oh, no, they're not at war. Even though I just said they were at war. So, really, I don't really know. Also, I think Finland just annexed half of Karelia, so that's good. The Crow Prosperity Sphere. I like how this other puppet isn't even part of their own, isn't part of that faction, so that's good. Defense scheme number 1, St. Lawrence River. So what do these do? Canada recognizes our government. Diplomatic support from Canada. And this is just for the other sides. Reclaim Oregon. Not in a faction. Well, let's go with this, because I want this done before the war actually breaks out. And I imagine it has to break out in November. And there we go. Ireland has joined the Entente. So that's good. Britain did join the Third Internationale. So, you know, that's a little bit threatening. Especially since Ireland has 4 divisions right now. Really, 4 divisions? That's the best you can do? Michael Collins? 4 divisions? Very, very disappointed in you. I'm surprised they're able to hold out for this long. Like, Russia just has such a bigger army. Okay, you guys do that. Did any of these other guys... I mean, they're both puppets as well. They're just not part of the faction. Which seems a little bit weird to me, but okay. I mean, the faction's getting a little bit strong. Like, how strong is Germany right now? They're about neck and neck, which is actually pretty bad for us, because we can't have Germany lose the war. Germany could lose. It's not impossible. But I would definitely prefer if they survive. Also, I don't like these American troops on our border. I mean, I know I have troops on their border, but still, I don't like their troops on my border. So it's September now. So I imagine that the war has to break out soon. Also, these guys are almost ready to deploy. That's nice. Only missing 4,500 rifles now, so, you know, we're doing alright. A decent number of rifles are coming in. But I do think this is going to be a good time to end this video. So thanks for watching. My name's been Anthem. If you enjoyed, remember to thumbs up. If you're not enjoying, please thumb down. Remember to subscribe, and goodbye.